Roman Reigns is nowhere close to being finished in the ring, but he already has cemented his legacy as a future WWE Hall of Fame member and one of the greatest to ever do it in pro wrestling. Today, we'll take a look at 10 things you probably don't know about Roman Reigns' personal life and career inside of the ring. Starting off with number 10, Roman's idol growing up. Roman Reigns' family was obviously always involved with WWE. So as a result of that, Roman was close to a lot of superstars growing up. But Roman, hands down, biggest idol of all time in the wrestling industry was Bret Hart. Roman told Yahoo Sports that every time Bret Hart would make his entrance and give away his pair of glasses to a kid in the front row, that he always dreamed of being that kid. Roman was a big fan of Bret's look, his gear, his persona, and everything about him. Number 9. Roman's first video game appearance. A majority of WWE superstars make their first video game appearance usually through WWE's video game that gets released yearly. But that wasn't the case for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns' first video game appearance was actually in NCAA's 2005 college football game. Roman is listed as being in his sophomore year of college within the game. He played the defensive tackle position and is on Georgia Tech's team, wearing the number 96. Number 8. College football and nearly NFL career. Roman's first passion was the sport of football. Not only did Roman love to play, but he also played at the highest level and was legitimately a top player at every level growing up. The Pensacola News Journal even named Roman Defensive Player of the Year in high school. He was a 3-time starter and captain for Georgia Tech as a defensive lineman as well. Roman was even college teammates with an all-time great NFL wide receiver that all major football fans should know, Calvin Megatron Johnson. Calvin Johnson would go on to dominate the NFL, becoming one of the most monstrous wide receivers to ever touch the field. But before that, him and Roman were together as teammates and even have photos together in uniform. Roman even sent him an invite back in 2015 to come see him at WrestleMania 31. But going back to Roman's college football career, Roman was even named First Team All-ACC in 2006. He went undrafted in the NFL draft that year, but still managed to sign with the Minnesota Vikings and try out for the team. Roman unfortunately didn't make the team and had this to say about being close to making the team to Yahoo Sports. Quote, "I was right there. I was as close as you can imagine. It just slipped through my fingers. It wasn't meant to be. I signed, went to rookie camp, but I didn't pass my physical. I had some medical things going on. I'm convinced I could have made the team." End quote. And in the years after that, it was Jim Ross who ended up keeping a close eye on Roman and thought he was a great fit for WWE. Roman signed a development deal in 2010, and just 2 years later, he was debuting on the main roster at Survivor Series 2012. Number 7. Roman's wife, Galina Becker. Roman and Galina first met back in 2007 at the Georgia Institute of Technology, where they both were studying at. Roman told WWE Unfiltered in 2016 that when they first met, they were just having fun and were extremely glued to each other. They didn't have a single care in the world for anyone else besides themselves. Roman and Galina were both studying business management and were both big student athletes as well. We just went over Roman's college football stats, but Galina was also a major athlete at the time, but for track. The couple got married in December 2014 with a traditional Samoan ceremony on Disney's Castaway Cay private island. Roman Reigns and Galina currently have 5 children together, their eldest daughter and 2 set of twins. Number 6. Roman Reigns' character inspiration for the Tribal Chief. While Roman was taking some time away from WWE in 2020, he didn't take any time away for plotting what was next for him in WWE. Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman spent those months coming up with a new character and persona that they wanted to be similar to some of the all-time great fictional mob boss characters, such as Tony Soprano, Michael Corleone, and many more characters along those same lines. Just a cruel and ruthless leader. And all those brainstorming sessions led to the creation of the Tribal Chief persona. This is why the Bloodline's WrestleMania 39 movie spoof commercial was a parody of the film The Goodfellas, because all those different films and characters were big inspirations behind the character and the creation of the Tribal Chief version of Roman Reigns. Number 5. WWE Suspension. Roman Reigns has been the face of WWE for a long time, but WWE doesn't bend the rules, not even for the Tribal Chief. Roman was suspended in 2016 for 30 days after failing a WWE wellness test. It was his first and only offense to date. Number 4. Roman Reigns' arrest. Right before his career with WWE would begin, Roman Reigns was arrested for disorderly intoxication and affray, unlawful assembly, and rioting back in 2010. He was subsequently released on $1,000 bond and charged with $500 for each offense. Number 3. Historically long title reigns. Roman Reigns currently sits at number 4 for the all-time longest WWE World title reign in the history of the company. The next historic reign in front of him is Bruno Sammartino's 1,237-day long title reign, which Roman does appear to be on the pace to break. And then from there, he'll have to pass Hulk Hogan's 1,474-day long title reign, which is definitely possible. And then the big challenge to secure the number 1 spot in history. Roman then will have to surpass Bruno's reign of 2,803 days. Some fans think it's a possibility, while others think there's just no way that WWE allows the reign to go on for that long. Number 2, Roman Reigns and The Rock. One of the biggest dream matches that has been talked about by the fans for several years now is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. Well, some fans often forget that Roman Reigns and The Rock have shared this squared circle on several different occasions already in years past. The Shield one time laid out The Rock with a triple power bomb that was led by Roman Reigns himself. Then in 2015, The Rock came out to personally assist Roman Reigns in winning the Royal Rumble match and even celebrated with him in the ring and backstage. The big question that still remains unanswered is if they'll ever meet again in the ring or not. Number 1. Roman Reigns' unusual Disney World run-in with Ariana Grande. The Tribal Chief usually doesn't let anyone cut in front of him for any reason in any given situation, but Roman's had no say when he ran into Ariana Grande. This all went down at Disney World's Epcot theme park. Roman Reigns said he was there with his daughter doing the VIP experience, so you get to completely skip the lines and get your own tour guide. But when the VIP line wasn't moving as quickly as they expected it to, Roman's tour guide went on to go check what was going on. But as the tour guide was going to check everything out, he got quickly turned around and pushed away by Ariana Grande's security team and entourage. Roman said that the holdup was that Ariana wanted to get to the spaceship Earth ride for a second time back-to-back. Roman teased that the ride was boring and didn't understand why she would want to ride it multiple times. Roman said that he was a bit annoyed by the holdup, but that his daughter didn't mind at all and was happily starstruck to see Ariana Grande and have her cut in line in front of them. Roman said that Ariana Grande's total party of people with her that day in Epcot was anywhere from 20 to 30 people. But that's it for this top 10 things you didn't know about Roman Reigns. Hopefully you did learn a thing or two about Roman Reigns that you had no prior knowledge to knowing before. But leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.